My former mother-in-law, so, me and her son got divorced, and then the Lord restored our family, but, she was not for our marriage. As a matter of fact, she had a lot of hatred for me. I took her baby boy. And so this woman was at odds with me, and it was very hard. And so when her son passed away, when her son died, a tragic death, right? One of the people the Lord told me to go and be good to was my mother-in-law. And it reminds me of the story of Ruth and Naomi. I pray that you would go read it because it's powerful. Because Naomi's son died, the one that Ruth was married to, and she clung to her mother-in-law, and wouldn't leave her, and became a very good friend. And so I had a lot of examples of this in the Bible, reading something like this of how God wanted me to move forward. And I felt from the Lord He wanted me to be close to her. So instead of feeling hatred for this woman, God said to love her. And so I would take my boys for years to her house, and I'd say, clean her yard. But Mom, we want to go do this. And I'd say, you're going to thank me one day that you were good to this woman. And so they would go and they would do as their mom said, good boys. And I'd say, don't let her fall. I'm afraid she's going to fall, because she started getting older fast. Her health was deteriorating. And it wasn't for their dad I did it at all. I mean, I know that would be lovely to say, but it wasn't for him, actually. It was for my love for the Lord, and actually my love for her. And God gave me a heart for her. And so I would send my boys over there, and I'd say, keep her company, go with her to the movie. And they grew in this bond with their grandma. And they had lost it for a time when we were going through all the troubles with their dad and her. But they gained it back, and they were so bonded that, she could call us a couple times a week, and I would make her dinner. She'd come to my house. I'd treat her like a queen. And, and this is to the glory of God. This was my honor. I got to tell you, this was a God thing. I'd make her chili verde. I'd make her, enchiladas. I'd make her favorite chicken cordon bleu with mashed potatoes. That was her favorite thing that I made. She loved my food. She'd say, this is so good. But this woman taught me how to cook a lot of the things that I now knew how to cook. But she was too old to cook for herself now, and she was too tired to do it. So then I was serving her, and I was getting her plate, walking her to her car so she wouldn't fall, taking her to the doctors. And so all that being said, there was a purpose in what I'm saying to you. Caring for people who maybe at one time hurt you, or maybe have been at odds with you. It is an honor to bless them. Jesus said to bless your enemies, do good to those who hate you and despitefully use you. That doesn't mean you're a doormat, that people can walk all over you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you've prayed about something and God has let you know to bless them, don't miss it. There's a blessing in it for you too. And it's called restoration. And it's called love. God's kind of love. A compassion that is not like anything in this world, that nobody can give you but Jesus. And that woman had a surgery. And and I've never heard her say she loved me. And this was for me. This was a gift to me. I got to tell you. The night before she died, she called me, Mija, will you take care of me when I get home? Because she was having surgery and she was going to need help. I said, yes, Bea, of course I'll help you. The next day she passed away. But she had told me on the phone before she died, the day before, I love you. And all the years, I knew her since I was 17. I have never heard her say, I love you. And that woman said she loved me. I'm telling you, it was worth it all. It was worth it all. And my kids cried. They cried when their dad died. And don't get me wrong, they adored their father. They cried more for their grandma. She became our good friend. She became my good friend. Somebody I actually missed. Somebody I actually missed hanging out with. And she actually wanted me to be happy. She said, I want you to marry again. I want you to be happy. I want the kids to go to college. She only wished us good. She only wished us good. Even me, she only wished me good. She would say, don't do all the chores, you make those boys help you. She would say kind things to me that let me know that she loved me. And she's somebody I really miss. So do not miss when God opens up the door for restoration for you, because it may be a beautiful thing for you and for them. Don't close the door if God opens it. And I'm not telling you to go open doors. He's not telling you to. Some doors He's closed in my life. There are some people that I'm no longer in relationship with, not because I hate them, not because I don't love them, but because God says it's what's best for both of us. And some people are seasonal, and you need to know the difference. You need to know what's you trying to be like a codependent kind of person, trying to make it happen, or you walking in love and God's telling you to do this. In this case, God told us to do it. And in this case, there was a reward in it. And I pray that you don't miss your mark. I pray you don't miss an opportunity.